The title for this episode is quite interesting. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Asha Media TV. My name is Asha. And if you're new here, welcome. This is where I like to watch, react, and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So in today's video, I'm going to be watching episode 20 of the second season of Supernatural, titled, What Is and What Should Never Be. Now, some of you at my club have mentioned that this is one of your favorite episodes of this season, and I have not read the synopsis because I've been weaning myself off from doing that, okay, and it's been going pretty well. A little bit of anxiety, but not too much. Either way, before I get to pressing play on this episode, I am going to first cover some basic stuff with you, my viewer. If you're new to my channel, please don't skip ahead. Listen up for a little bit. Number one, just in case you didn't see it in the title, this is a spoiler-filled reaction video. Spoilers ahead related to Supernatural. You've been warned. And lastly, it is possible you've come across older videos on my channel where I was showing video footage and clips with audio and all that jazz that I'm sure many of you are used to on YouTube with American YouTubers. However, unfortunately, I do not provide those kinds of reactions here on YouTube anymore for very valid legal reasons. If you want to know all about that, check out the video right above my finger. It'll give you a breakdown about why I had to stop. Instead, what I offer is a watch-along type of experience, so it is best if you get access to the episode on your end while I have it on my end, and we sync up together using visual and vocal cues that I provide in this video, and we watch it together. However, I'm very much aware of those of you who prefer a much more stress-free experience in watching me watch Supernatural with bonus content and extra perks. I do offer that, and for more information about it, check out the details in the description box below. Okay, so I've covered the basics with anyone new to my channel. I'm going to now get ready to press play on this episode, which I am hoping will dive back into the narrative with the YED because we're nearing the end of the season, and isn't it at that point they touch back on the whole Sam possibly turning evil or joining the forces with the YED, right? That's what I'm hoping for. Or they might save that to the last episode. I don't know. Either way, I'm ready to press play, so if you are ready to follow along with me, let's go. Hello. Okay, so let me quickly give you an explainer as to how my watch-along process works. So I'm streaming my episodes from Amazon Prime Video. I line up right after the recap if it's necessary in one of those previously on situations. Or if it's not necessary, I line up right at the 00 mark where it's the beginning of the episode. Either way, you will see a timestamp on the screen as to where I'm starting from, as well as you'll get my vocal cue. And that includes from when I'm pressing play, pause, or rewind. Now, I tend to pause for 3 reasons if it's necessary. Number 1, buffering, lagging issues, which has not been a problem. Number 2, it's to rewind back to see something else or to see something in the episode. And number 3, which is the most common, especially with SBN these days, it is to have a commentary moment, especially if it's a mind-blowing situation or I've got questions. It's my way to connect with you, my viewer, and let you know what's going on in my thoughts. All right, so it's pretty straightforward. Now, for YouTube, I've added or recently implemented a more improved layout so that if for whatever reason you can't get access to the episode, there is a visual layout that you'll see once you get to the reaction that should help you follow along as to what I'm somewhat looking at in terms of the episode. That's safe for me to show you to some degree. You'll see when you get there, but it's the best I can do to help you follow along with me. However, as a reminder, I do offer an alternate version to my reaction to these episodes with bonus content and extra perks that you can explore. Details about that is in the description box below. Got nothing to lose by checking it out. I'm just saying. Either way, if you're ready to watch it with me, let's go. Okay, so I had to skip because it was one of those previously whatever kind of thing. And I'm at the 0050 mark. And I just want to give you a quick heads up on 2 things because there's a huge, massive heat wave going on throughout Western Canada, and it is now in Eastern Canada. So either way, it's freaking hot. It's hot as hell. I had to turn off air conditioning and everything because it's a disrupting sound in the background. So I'm really, really, I'm dying. I'm dying here. Okay. So if I start patting myself, you know why. And I know you're like, take off the hat, Asha. No, it's not gonna happen. This is my YouTube gimmick. Okay, I could survive it for another hour. But I'm just saying that if I seem a little shiny, it's sweat bubbling up. Also, I have two pesky house flies because it's that time of year. It's hard to get rid of them in the house and stuff. And you might see some buzzing around, and I might shoo it away. I hope I don't have to, but I'm just saying. That's the circumstances I'm under right now to watch this episode. Let's get to it, people. Okay, so we have the 0050 mark. We're going to count down to play. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, Leonard Skinner. Okay. Joliet Motel. Whoa. Where did you get those books? No. Genies. Sam or Dean gonna make a wish? Okay, I'm already seeing the potential of this episode. I forget that genies are some kind of. They are supernatural. What is that? He knows it's behind him. Oh, jump scare, jump scares, jump scares. Meh. Ooh. So that's what they look like? Oh. Oh! What just happened though? Like, is he gonna brainwash him? What? So he's in his own mind? Like he's in his head? Where the hell is he? Oh! Did Oh, the genie put him in his own like fantasy world or something in his head. Criminal law. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. The genie put him in like another reality where he's not a hunter or something. But he remembers everything. But is this in his mind? Oh, crazy. So he got married? Dean doesn't look like the marrying type. Wow, okay. Maybe with the right gal. What the? So we're now going to see Sam that went to law school or something. Because. Wait, is his dad going to be in this? Ah! JDM's going to be back! Mary. Shit. Oh, but it's a fantasy world, right? It's like it's in Dean's mind. It's not real. Or is it real? Is this a real reality that the Djinn put him in? Oh, to see if she's real? She looks really young, though, to be his mom at that age. Or did they try to age her? It's hard to tell. Where's the dad? Y'all know I'm just waiting on my boy there, JDM. Those real pictures of them as kids? Aww. Of course. Hmm. Okay, well, I'll settle for mom. Okay, I can see they tried to age her up a bit. It's so cool because he's aware that this is like a construct, I'm sure. Okay, that's very photoshopped. Look how they photoshopped him. Well, back then I'm sure it looked really real in 2007, but that's has not aged to now. That Photoshop is so bad too. I'm sorry. I paused at 1019. I have to go back to that real quick. I'm gonna go back 10 seconds. I'm at 1009. Gonna need to catch up. Okay, and I'm gonna count down to play. Three, two, one, play. And I'm gonna pause when I hit the picture. Pause. 1016. They didn't do such a bad job, actually. Yeah. Um, I think it's because the coloring is a little too overly white on Dean's face, but it's a really decent mashup. Oh, cute family. All right, let's continue. Three, two, one, play. This is gonna be a fun episode. Oh. Oh, so he wants to get out of. Well, yeah, naturally he wants to get out of it. He knows he's trapped in a wish or something. Everybody keeps asking him that. Oh, he still has the car. Oh, okay. It's never a good sign with these women in white. Fuck. Of course, she disappears. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what does he work as? It's a mechanic. Got the day off. So he has a thing for lawn mowing. Aw, he's just exploring his freedom. He sucks. Oh my god. At least he's trying. So, okay. I'm trying to figure out, like, is he going to just accept the reality and leave it as it is then? But he knows it's not real, right? But it could be real because it's a different construct of reality. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. What is he wearing? Oh, the girlfriend's alive. Of course, I forgot about her. Wow, her hair's super curly. Oh, yep. Karen, your avatar. That was really easy though. The blue shirt. It's yeah. Oh, okay. I thought maybe they'd be married by now though. So is Dean married or he's just like that's his living girlfriend? I can't remember. Oh shit. What is with this woman? Okay. So in this reality they see spirits too, and that's the case? But Sam doesn't see it. Oh, this is freaking me out a little bit. Oh. Oh. So they didn't have a good relationship. Oh no. So reality outside of hunting sucks. And poor Dean, Sam thinks he's nuts. How weird is that, huh? Like a normal life is so boring or terrible for Dean. Well, maybe not normal is the right word. An alternate reality. Aww. Aww. Dean is like, what a big heart. He doesn't even remember anything about her, but he likes it. Oh, she's a okay, nurse or doctor. That's not something I would have predicted for him. All right, let me just use this opportunity to say a quick comment. So 2129. Wow. Even in the reality that he's aware is like genie made, he still wants to make the best of it and like fix things. It's amazing. I'm really moved by that. Okay, just wanted to say that. That's why I love Dean. That's why I love Dean so much. Okay, aside from the fact, of course. Very hot. Okay, let's count down to play. Three, two, one, play. It'd have been neat if they gave him a kid. Oh, all the cases! That's okay, so this is real. In a sense where, like, had he not been a hunter, all that would have happened. So is that the spirit of one of the victims that's been haunting him? Holy shit. So even in this reality, he still has to kind of like hunt shit because he's aware. The one tier. Ah, two. What a bummer, man. Like, he gets a second chance, but then he's still stuck with the quarry of what it means. It's almost like, does it invalidate, really, the other reality, in a sense, if he just accepts this one? Well, then, if this is a different reality, then. Oh, shit. Oh, I was gonna say, then the YED doesn't exist in this one, but all the other demons do. And that's what Sam would expect. Uh, Sam's gonna pick up on that. I hope. Or maybe not. Um, he's gonna try to beat the Djinn. But he doesn't know anything about the supernatural, though. I get that. I get that. That was good. What do you call me a bitch for? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. How is he going to be useful if he doesn't know what the F's going on, though? Is that what I think it is? I understand the brother thing, but this is exactly why I'm like, why is Sam there? Sounds like a woman crying or. Oh. So those were visions? She's still alive? What the hell? Why does he do that to them? Oh, does he feed off of them while they're in their own mental prison? Because that's what it is now to me, a prison. Okay, yeah, he does. Ugh. So it's like a vampire genie in a way. You know what's playing with my mind is that we're in a reality. Ugh, I'm freaking out with how this kind of goes with the reality as they know it. So it's not in Dean's mind. Oh. It's like Inception. It's like a reality within a reality. Yeah, so Dean's somewhere having that experience. Yes. Okay, all right. Yo, I'm getting a brain. Uh, oh, okay. Oh, Sam, go away. He's driving me nuts. Is the Jinn posing as Sam? Okay, yeah, we are officially in his head for real. This is not real at all. Uh, Not really. Dad's not there. She could be lying. He's obviously not going to, but it is quite sad. But it's not real. Like, back in Kansas. So how long was Sam there? Trying to. Oh no, he's gonna get to Sam. Ooh, ow, that looked really painful. No, 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 no. I don't want to repeat reality nonsense. Please, please don't. Yeah. Jesus. That's one terrifying genie. Djinn, whatever. She's still alive? Oh, see that tear? Huh. Okay, so there's a general trivia here, real quick. I don't think it's not a spoiler. It says here, this is the first time the Impala is seen with Ohio license plates instead of Kansas plates. Sam explains this was done due to their fugitive status. Yeah. Okay, well, stuff like that I would never notice anyway. I would count on you, my SPN guides, to tell me all about it. Okay, so I am going to now share with you my takeaways. Coming right up. I now can see why this is a fan favorite episode for many of you. This was really good, and there was so much going on. It was very, very loaded. And so picking top takeaways is going to be a little tricky, but I'm going to keep it more general because there's a lot of stuff I'm sure I've missed, and I'm just going to leave it up to you, my SPN episode guides, to fill in the blanks in the comment section. So the first thing for sure, which is the most obvious thing for me as a takeaway, and which will definitely make this episode very memorable for me, is this genie, this Djinn, a very different type of genie I've ever seen. Seriously, there are many different renditions of genies and different things, and the last time I've seen a genie-like character wasn't a visible one, but one that we saw the effects, we saw what that genie could do, was actually from The Witcher. So that was the last time I've come across, a genie type lore situation, but it was nothing near to this. So what fascinates me about this particular genie is, number one, it's got blue glowy eyes. Number two, it actually feeds off the blood of its victims by putting them in that catatonic type state of their own wished reality, which is so freaky because it's in their mind and then their physical bodies decaying at the same time. How creepy can you get? Oh my goodness. And that leads me into my second takeaway from this episode, which is the heart of it, and that is the wish fulfilled for Dean and his reality altering based on what if his mom didn't die and they never became hunters of the supernatural, but unfortunately JDM died of a damn stroke. How perfect would this episode be, though, for real, if they had JDM? In fact, if Papa Winchester wasn't there, do you think Dean would have still decided to leave? Who knows? But what makes this whole wish-fulfilled experience for Dean kind of sad and tragic is that the Djinn can only work off of what they're getting from Dean's mind, right? Of what's inside of Dean's mind. And so there's the relationship with Sam. There's his love for his mom. There's the perhaps desire for a partner that's supportive and responsible and has a great profession like Carmen. Then there's, of course, wanting happiness for Sam. That was part of his wish because there's Jess in there and Sam being engaged. The only thing I'm a bit confused on is that if this was a wish fulfilled for Dean, why is it that him and Sam didn't get along in his own wish? Because that's not something Dean would ever wish for. So I just find that a little interesting, and I would love for you to kind of give me an understanding as to why that was written that way, that him and Sam had such a strained relationship. That's probably my biggest confusion with that particular part of the story. Now, as for my last takeaway from this episode, it's going to definitely touch on the conversation of Dean and Sam making the ultimate sacrifice to remain hunters to save lives at the expense of living a normal life of peace and joy and harmony and a white picket fence and all that stuff, right? But I'm also going to throw in a bit of my disappointment a little bit with where I think they could have gone, and I know many of you will defend it and you will narrate why I'm wrong, and that's okay. That's what you're there for. But I just want you to maybe see this perspective in this way, if I can articulate it properly. So forgive me if I can't, but here we go. Okay. I feel that this would have been a great episode where the reality that Dean's in, it should have been real. It should have been an actual power that this genie can do where within that reality, this Djinn changes everything cosmically, or perhaps places Dean, or has the means to place Dean in a parallel universe that is 100% real. Just different events unfolded based on different choices made. I don't know if you know what I mean, and I'm terrible at trying to simplify things. I get long winded and it takes me time to really think it out, and I just recently watched the episode, so let me just take a second here and see if I can say it in one sentence. And that is, I feel Dean and Sam, their case for choosing the life of a hunter would have been more convincing to me if that was truly a real reality, a real alternate reality in time space of that situation, and not necessarily in his mind. And his real life body is like decaying somewhere. Do you care? Hopefully that's clear. Overall, I know this episode is just so loaded, and I'm just going to surrender and leave the rest up to you, my SPN guides, to guide me pretty much on the good tidbits related to this episode and why you enjoy it, and of course why you disagree with my last takeaway, because I know at least one of you have in mind will plead your case why this was the perfectly written episode, and that's okay. I'm gonna read it and love bomb it, you know it anyway. So there you have it. That's my reaction and my takeaways from episode 20. And hopefully episode 21 and 22, we're going to dive back into the YED. I'm like itching for some more YED, more boss demon shit. I hope so. I hope it's not like abandoned until like season 3. Well, I could see that happening actually. I guess I'll find out soon enough. In any case, if you enjoyed this video, the best way you can show me is by following these 2 prompts right here. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and until episode 21, I'm Asha tuning out, peacing out, goodbye, SBN people. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.